Morning, student. In today analysis, we will discuss about the transient analysis. In transient analysis, all plot are drawn with respect to the time. At x-axis, we choose time as the variable, and remaining all voltage current are drawn with respect to time. After the transient analysis, for the same schematic, we uh, we will discuss about the DC analysis. In DC analysis, X variable any voltage or current or any parameter of the component, we will draw all the curve with respect to that parameter. And after the DC analysis, we will discuss about the AC analysis. In AC analysis, the variable at x-axis is the frequency, and we will draw all the plot with respect to the frequency. The plot may be the gain phase of individual point, or the uh, gain between the 2 point and the phase between the 2 point. So for all that purpose, we select the inverter as the schematic. So just go to the instance, browse, analog library, GPTK 180 library, that is general purpose design kit. We have chosen the CMOS 180 nanometer. So here first we require for the inverter NMOS symbol. Okay. So see here, this is represent the length. 180 N is nanometer. This is the total width of my transistor, 2U, 2 micrometer, and it is the multiplication of finger width with the finger. Okay, so this is 2U multiplied with 1 is the 2U. If we take this finger width 2, so my transistor width become 4U. If we taken this 3, this is 6U. But at the present time, we are not interested in W by L. So finger is 1 and width of my transistor is 2U. Hide. Okay. This is my transistor NMOS. Now we require a PMOS. Again go to instance. You can type here as PMOS or go to the browse. Same here. You can select here. Okay. So here, but always remember, in the case of inverter, the width of the uh, PMOS should be double for the compared to the NMOS, because mobility of the NMOS is higher, so require large same current. So take the double width of the NMOS transistor. So that is 2U. So here we are taking the 4U. Hide. Okay. So that is a PMOS transistor. Escape. Okay, just connect through the wire this point. Okay. In case of PMOS, okay, or NMOS, body should be connect to the source terminal. Okay. Okay, we require the power supply. Okay. So just wait. So these 8 terminal are connect together. So for power supply, again go to the instance. Here we are selecting the analog library for the different component and the supply. Here we are selecting the P pulse. In P pulse we can give the DC as well as AC as well as the power supply. Okay. So see here, this is DC voltage. So DC voltage, when you select this DC, whenever DC analysis is done, so this DC voltage comes into the existence, only DC significance. When you are taking this AC magnitude, it is useful in the AC analysis. So here we are making the DC as variable X, AC magnitude suppose 1 volt. Okay, because pulse we are taking the pulse voltage, so suppose voltage 1 magnitude is 1 millivolt, voltage 2 magnitude is 0 volt. Okay, 1 millivolt, not this is zero point 0.5 volt. Okay, voltage 2 magnitude is 0 and the period is suppose 1 millisecond period. Okay, voltage 1 and the pulse width is suppose 0.05 millisecond. So here we have chosen a pulse of time period 1 millisecond. For half period its voltage 50 millivolt and remaining half cycle its magnitude is 0. Okay, so DC voltage x volt and AC magnitude is 1 volt. So whenever we done the AC analysis, so this uh, the DC voltage, the waveform with respect to this voltage, and in case of AC, the waveform is respect to the this voltage. So hide. Okay. So because we require the second voltage at the VDD, so take another supply, press this. So because at the output terminal we require only the VDD, so just okay, VDD. So we are taken here as 5 volt, not require 1 volt. So delete all the AC voltage and the transient voltage. Apply okay. So this is my second voltage. We require the ground. So just go to the cell name as the ground. Okay, hide. So that is my ground. Escape, connect this terminal wire to this. Ground is connect to the this terminal. This is connect to the okay. So that is my schematic. So just give the name of the wire, P input, space, P out, hide. So that point is my input voltage. This point is my output voltage. Okay, so my schematic is ready. Save, check and save. So see, there is one warning, no problem because this wire is floating. So it is representing the error. Okay, so everything is okay. Now for the simulation, just launch ADEN. Okay, analog design environment. So just press on this terminal. So see here you can see the transient analysis, DC analysis, AC noise. So there are a different type of analysis, but basic analysis we always done the transient, DC and AC. So transient, and we are performing this for the 5 millisecond. Why 5 millisecond? What is, because we have taken a pulse of 1 millisecond. Here we are choosing the stop time is 5 millisecond, means the window which output window has the total 5 input cycle. Okay, so just taken the 5 millisecond as the stop time. Okay, so here this is for the transient, but because we have made the x and y as the variables, see for the in the case of DC, so just see, so here x is a variable, while here y as a variable. So before simulation we have to give it some by default variable. So go to the variable, copy from cell view, so you can see here the variable. So x is my input variable. So here we are taken value BGS get to source voltage, suppose 0.6 volt, and BY value is suppose 1 volt. Okay, so that is the by default value transient. Second, we are interested in DC analysis. So go to the DC, save DC operating point. At x-axis, we are interested to vary the gate to source voltage. So that has been chosen as the x variable. So select the design variable. Select design variable because x and y both two are the design variable. We are taken x as the variable. Okay, and range of this voltage suppose 0 to 1 volt. Okay, apply. Okay, so this is for the DC analysis. Third one is for AC analysis. So in case of AC, frequency as the x variable. So suppose we are taking here as the range of frequency is 1k to 1 m, 1 mega, 1 mega hertz. Okay, 1 kilohertz to 1 megahertz. Okay, so this is apply. Okay, so here transient analysis, DC analysis, and AC analysis. Okay, so what we are going to draw, suppose output for the y-axis window, go to the output to be plotted, select on schematic. So this is my B out and this is my B in. Okay, so here at the output window you are seeing B out and B in, while at the x-axis transient, DC and AC analysis. So one by one we are studying these all analysis. So first, suppose there is transient analysis. So click on this green button, that is for simulation. Just wait for 1 minute. At the first time it will take some time. So see, there is some problem in the input voltage because it is not up to the mark 500 millivolts. So there is some problem in time. So just cross it. Okay, just go to the supply voltage 1 millivolt. So voltage 1 is 500 millivolt. Period is this, and pulse width is 0.005 millisecond. Okay, so second means 0.005 millisecond. So 1 millisecond pulse width should be 0.5. 0.5. 0.5 means millivolt per millisecond means 0.000 0.0005. Okay, so duration of pulse width is zero point 0.5 millisecond. So this is 500 microsecond. Okay, apply. Okay, so now save, check and save. Okay, now again simulate the result again. So now see what happened. So just access step. Okay, so now you can see the input voltage. So you can, if you want to change the color, just double click on the waveform. So here we are taking the bold. Suppose color is chosen as the black. Apply. So see, so the magnitude is 500 millivolt for the half duration, and remaining half duration voltage is 0. So this is my pulse. One pulse is one for the 1 millisecond. So total pulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because we have chosen the 5 millisecond as the stop time. So that is an inverter. So this is in my output. So output, hold, apply. Okay. So when input value is 0, output is 1. When input is 0, the output, when the input is 1, output is 0. When input is 0, so output is 1. So that is the transient analysis with respect to the time. Okay. So just close the window now. Enable the DC analysis. Again simulation. So see here, access strip. Okay. So see first, let's say V out. That is it. So see, initially the output voltage 1. So when the value of the input voltage is less than the VTH. Okay. So transistor NMOS is in cutoff mode, and PMOS is in saturation mode. So transistor connect to the VDD. So output voltage equivalent to the VDD 1 volt. So as the input voltage is increasing, and most transistor is going in saturation, so the output is connect to the ground, so output become 0. So in this plot, see here, okay, so see here, the input voltage following the applied voltage X. So input voltage varying from 0 to 1. So VGS is varying from 0 to 1. And output voltage initially connect to the VDD because PMOS transistor is saturation and NMOS transistor is in cutoff. So when VGS is greater than VT, NMOS is in saturation mode. So transistor connect output is connect to the ground, so output value become 0. Okay, so that is the DC analysis, important point is this. If you want to see the operating point, so just go to the tool, result, print. Okay, so DC operating point. So when you click on any value, you find here the power is 0, voltage value 600 millivolt, and current is 0 because that is the gate current is approximately 0. So current is 0, power is 0. So if you want to see, click on the transistor. Here you can see all the transistor parameter, that is all the trans beta effective, that is mu 0 C0 x W by L, that is beta effective, all the capacitor values CGG, CGS, CJS, these all are the transistor parameter, all transconductance GBS, GBD, GDS, GM, GBS, GM over ID, ratio of GM to the drain current, all the current ID, IDS, IGB value. See here important, that is region is 3. If transistor work in 0, that is in cutoff mode, 1 active mode, region 2 saturation, and region 3 that is in subthreshold region. All the supply BVS, BDB, PDF. So important point is this, here all are the single valued function. Okay, so by default you have chosen the value of BG as 0.6 volt. These all transistor parameter with respect to the default value. Suppose we want to draw these all curve with respect to the x, as we have taken BGS 0 to 1 volt. So cadence does not save all the parameter. It save only the with respect to the default value. If we want to save these parameter, okay, we have to select a SCS file. Later we will discuss about this. How can we save these all parameter? So just we are crossing this window. So if we select this transistor, so these are the parameter of my PM0, transistor name is PM0 PMOS. So if we click on this transistor, okay, escape press. So just result, direct print, DC operating point. So if we click on PMOS, so these NMOS, these all are the parameter of NMOS transistor. So see here, region is 1. So transistor is in active region. So through this, you can find all the transistor parameter, that are the current, power and voltage of the output voltage source. Okay. So now see, that is the DC analysis. Now suppose we want to going to done the AC analysis. So just click on AC. So just wait. So see here, input magnitude, because B in magnitude volt. Okay. So here, because input voltage is fixed 1 volt we have taken, so this is 1 volt. Frequency range is 1 kilohertz to the 1 megahertz, so up to the 10 to the power 6 1 megahertz. Here, because transistor is not so that is approximately output voltage very less, 2.085 kilohertz, 25.814 millivolt, very less. So in AC analysis, at x-axis we select the frequency as the variable. So if we want to see the magnitude different condition, phase and magnitude, so just go to the result, direct plot. Here you see AC magnitude. Here AC magnitude is the magnitude voltage at a particular node. This is in 10 dB log, 10 log of that voltage, 20 log of this voltage. That is in phase of that node. Here, when you click this AC magnitude and phase in the same window, you can get the phase as well as the magnitude. Here, AC gain and phase. What is the difference? AC gain and phase. What is the difference between AC magnitude and phase and AC gain and phase? AC gain and phase, you select the 2 point. Okay, it is represent the ratio of 2 point gain and phase, while this is for the single point. Okay, suppose I am clicking on this, select B out and that is B in. So see here, so this is representing my, so that is here, and this is my second window. So see here, so that is phase, this representing the phase, okay, with respect to the frequency with input and output, and while this is representing the magnitude. Okay, so using this terminal, using this tools, result browser, just tools, result, direct plot. So using this, we can find the magnitude. Okay, in 10, 20 phase, magnitude and phase. If we select this AC magnitude and phase and click at a point, you will get the voltage, or you will find the voltage or current at a single point. So suppose now, in case of we are going to done all the analysis simultaneously, so just click on transient AC and DC, all analysis simultaneously. So see here, they are the three window. So this is my first input window, access strip. So now see here are this is the transient input analysis, B in. Okay, that is transient analysis. This is an free with respect to the frequency, so this is frequency analysis, and this is for the with respect to the voltage, so that is a DC analysis. So just wait, axis graph. Okay, no problem. So that is, so we can draw all the, when we are choosing the transient analysis, all analysis with respect to the transient voltage or pulse voltage. When we are selecting AC analysis, all analysis with respect to the AC magnitude, and X variable is the frequency. And when we are performing the or drawing the DC analysis, DC waveform, all analysis with respect to the a DC voltage or a design variable. Okay. Now one important point is this. Suppose we have sent out, we want to save all the, we want to vary all the transistor parameter. So these transistor parameter can also seen here. Tools, result browser, and this point is DC output information NM0. So these all value, these these are only the single point value that are saved, because we have select the VGS, gate to source voltage, 0.6 volt by default. That is the default value. If we want to vary or save all the values, we want to vary is all the value with respect to the gate to source voltage. So Cadence does not save directly all values. So for that purpose, we always use a SCS file and save all the parameters. So how can we done this, perform this? So just cross it. Okay, so first create a library, first create a SCS file. So here suppose we are making it at root. Okay, so that is root. So right click, create document, empty file. Okay, so name, you can give any name, inverter, and but extensions will be always SCS. So dot SC. So my file name is inverter dot SCS. So extension is inverter dot SCS. So where is inverter dot SCS? So this is my file. Click on that file, inverter.scs. So press as save space. Okay, transistor name. So transistor name is NM0 and PM0. So save space NM0 colon all. So save NM0 all the parameter, because there are two parameter. So just enter, control C. My second transistor name is PM0. So that is PM0. Save. Okay. Okay. Save NM0 all. Okay. Save PM0 all. So now just move, save, check and save again. So now we have to include this file into our ADL window. So just go to the setup, model library. So provide the path of that SCS path. So I have saved that file in root, and my file name is inverter.scs. Open, apply, okay. So my file has been included. Now again simulate once again. Now see here, these all are the plot. Just close this window. Now if we go to the result tools, result browser, and see DC operating point. So see here, here we have two transistor NM0 and PM0, but these all are the varies with respect to the gate to source voltage, because X value we have taken as the PGS. So this is NM0 GM. So just click on this. So it is representing that you are varying the gate to source voltage 0 to 1. So that is the value of GM. How the GM is varying? So using SCS file, we can vary all the transistor parameter. Okay, this is NM0. This is related to the PM. So just click on any terminal and you find the parameter. Important, suppose we want to move this into the ADL window. So how can we move these parameter into my simulation window? So suppose this is ZM. We want to move this in ADL window. So just click and right click on this window, calculator. So calculator is open. Here you find this is the expression for your data GM, get data NM0 GM. Open your ADL window, click on this button, because this is my new expression. So press on new expression. Okay, so get expression, whenever you put the get expression, it will take the variable from the calculator. This is my GM transconductance. So this is GM. Okay, add. So now this variable is added into my the ADL window. So see here, previously that are P out, P in and GM is added. Suppose some more variable we want to add. So this is suppose CDS into source CGG. Okay, that is FT by CGG. This is the plot of CGG. Suppose we want to this move into the window. So again, just press the calculator, go to the ADL window, press on this button, new expression, get expression. This is the expression for CGG. So this is CGG. Add. So one new variable is added into my window. Okay, suppose now P dot don't want to plot P out P in. Now we are seeing the curve of GM and CGG. So press this window. So we can plot any curve using this window. One more important point. So see here, just close some window expression. See, these all are the plot. Okay, suppose we want data how this plot is coming. So data can be seen. So just click on right. Okay, right click calculator. So here tools and table. So through the tools and table you will get the data. X-axis we are taken as the voltage 0 to 1 volt, and this is representing the variable value. So file we can save this as the CSV file and extract at the main window. So if you save this, so at any point, at any location, so if you want any tabular form data, you can also get that data using this CADA. Okay, so now important transient analysis, DC analysis, AC analysis. But suppose, because my in DC analysis we have sweep x values on the x-axis. Suppose now we are interested to sweep the y value also. So how can we sweep two variables simultaneously? So this is done with the help of parametric analysis. So just go to the tool, parametric analysis, see here, add variable. So whenever you click here, because x and y are my variable and temperature, you can also sweep the temperature. Now we are interested only in y, BDD, range, suppose this value is we are varying from 0 to 1. Okay, just wait for, because for we are interested only DC, and suppose we are plotting is only GM and CG. Okay, no problem. So see here, so just click, we are varying by as the variable range from 0 to 1, simulate it. So see here, so see here, these all the variable here, these all value are, because we have taken total 4 steps, so these value are for different value of the BDD. Okay, just wait, we are taken 0 to 1 total steps. Okay, we are not interested in GMCG, we interested in B out and B in, and since simulation 0 to 1 volt, and suppose we require only 4 steps. Okay, see what happen. So see here, so see here, all the value are with respect to the different value of BTS. Okay, so using this we can vary the BTS voltage. Okay, so in today class we learn about the transient analysis, DC analysis and AC analysis, and formation of SCS file and the parametric analysis. Okay, thank you.